inbound. Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Welcome aboard for Mission 4 of the Over the Hump campaign. I might be very slightly quiet for this because I got to speed run the startup, as you can hear from the alert here. Yeah, we've got inbound. Just make sure we don't screw it up is the only thing. Fuel pump, starter motor, starter. Let's roll. No, we have our anti-aircraft vehicles getting into position. Engine spinning up. Gyros, AC generator, all them breakers. Okay, IFF, radar, all that good stuff. That's the right button, right? Yeah. Gun sight. On. Cage. Shut the lid. Arm up weapons. Gear handle. Seal the lid. Flaps. RSBN. And taxi. Ah! But not while these guys are running around in front of us. Okay, this is why you look before you go. Alright, let's go. I presume we'll get, briefing says we have 2 enemy packages inbound. Presumably we'll get directed towards one of them once we're airborne. If not, I'll just go for the closest one that's directed by AOX. 236 for 180. Okay, well, if they're that far out, we might have a little bit of time here. $5,000. Okay. Just gonna kind of quickly double-check everything as we taxi out here. Something's burning over there. Okay, was there some kind of prior raid that got through undetected? I don't know. Alright, coming up to the hold short line. I'm not waiting for anyone's permission. I'm just gonna go. My flight should be taxiing up behind me. They should be able to get formed up pretty quickly once we're in the air. I'm kind of taxiing like a bat out of hell, but want to save all the time we can. Okay, nose wheels locked. Punch it. Flight might have been slightly behind because I was taxiing so fast, but whatever. Off we go. She feels a little heavier than usual, but I think we have the same loadout as before. Alright, gears up, neutral, flaps up. And if I don't get any instructions, give me the closest one. Okay, southwest. They want us to go after a southwest group. Okay. Well, I'll turn southwest then. 246 for 50. Yeah, that sounds like it. Okie dokie. 248 for 60. 6,000. I'll get up to co-altitude and try and do another head-on shot with my radar missiles, although it hasn't worked yet. Insofar as no missile is connected with the target. It is still kind of useful because it has forced those aircraft to go defensive, I've noticed in previous missions, which can give me an opportunity to slide in behind them and shoot them with a cannon or an R-60. Okay, I'm actually going to pull out a burner so that my flight can catch up. Though I say that, that might not be a good idea given the range to target. My radar hasn't even warmed up yet. Okay. 228 for 40. Okay. Well, we might have to engage visually if my radar's not ready yet. Tally on something. Oh, geez, is that my number 2 just lifting off? Oh. Okay. Radar, just come on whenever you're warmed up. I guess. Unless that slows down the process, I'm not actually sure. I'll have my R60s ready for the moment then. We'll suspend it, please. 205 for 27. Okay, so yeah, that was that one I was tracking visually. And still have a visual on him. Nothing pincering me from the right, near as I can tell. Okay, I'll get above this cloud layer. And flight, engage bandits as soon as you're off the deck. I've still got no radar. I'll have to try an R60 shot on this guy, and I'll have to identify him visually before I shoot. Alright, get above this fella, don't lose sight. What are you, buddy? I'm having trouble catching him, he's pretty fast. And still nothing sneaking up behind me, eh? Radar? Nope. Radar would be great, because then I could IFF him and I wouldn't have to worry. But based on what AWACS is calling out, I'm pretty sure that's a bandit. I have lock. That really looks like an F4 to me. My centerline tank is empty, I'm going to drop it. Yeah, that's definitely an F4 based on the wing shape. Okay, well. Maybe it's the one that got away last time. I just want to get a little closer before I shoot. What's this guy? Not sure. Oh! But the F4's shooting at it, so I'm going to guess that's a friendly. Okay. Первый, пуск ракете! Splash F4. Jolly good. Hey, AWACS, what else you got for me? And my radar is still not ready. Clean my arse. It's the double entendre. Never mind. Okay, 289 for 60 at 4,500. Good enough for now. Unless you've got something closer. 313 for 40. Yep, that'll do. At 5,000. Tally. I'm a little higher, so I'm actually going to drop down and get co-out just in case my radar is ready by then. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Radar missile mode. Yeah, visual on something over there. Not on radar yet. Oh, there we go. And it's jamming me. Okay, radar missile shot might be out of the question then. Unless we can burn through, but with the radar on the MiG-21, I'm not gonna imagine that that'll necessarily happen. So I'll just close in visually and probably shoot my other heater or shoot cannon at him. Speaking of which, I'm going to set up the gun sight for the cannon. Merged with something. I'll just make sure there's nothing on my tail. I don't think so. Okay, bandit's still in sight. Pretty close. My radar has not burned through. And now I don't see him. Oh, what else we got? We have two friendlies, so careful what you shoot at here. Who's this guy? That could be the one that's jamming me. Yeah, tally F4. I'm gonna gun this guy. Alright, F4 is burning. Okay, what else we got around here?
717. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
236 for 2. I think that's the one I just shot down. Who's this? That's a MiG. Okay. That's just fine. I'll make sure my flight are actually engaging bandits. I don't remember what they said when I told them to before, but they should all be in the air now.
500.
Oh,
717.
2 contacts on radar. IFF shows one is friendly, the other just dropped off. Okay.
500. 717. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Come on. 281 for 17 at 1,000. Okay. Could that be this fellow over here? Maybe. Anything on radar? Yeah, but I'm getting jammed. Okay. Well, I'll just have to identify whatever it is visually. Okay, we've got a furball going on over here. I'll see if I can get involved. I'm actually not going to ride the burner because I don't have that much fuel to waste. And I'm above all these guys now, so I don't have anyone locked on radar. That is a MiG. Yeah. Okay, what else we got? I don't see anything just now.
500. 717.
But they're below me, and it's going to be really hard to see stuff against the ground in this light. Who's this? That is a MiG-21. 356 for 0 at 4,000. Okay, so we've got something below me. In that case... Am I sure that's a MiG? Yes. I'm going to drop down so that I can actually spot what's down here. Okay, we have tracers down here. Not sure whose. Oh. My heat seeker was picking up something there.
500.
Okay.
717.
Make sure there's nothing behind me.
Ближайшую цель.
Who's this? That looks like it could be an F4. What about this guy? That's a MiG. That's an F4. Okay. In that case, I think I can out-turn him and slot in behind. That's a MiG-21, I won't worry about that. No shit, I'm merged. Okay, I don't want to shoot while he's actually perpendicular to me. I think the R60 might struggle a bit with that. I'm going to high yo-yo to make sure I stay behind this guy as he turns. He seems to be running low on energy. And I think I'm actually a good deal faster than he is now. Oh. Shit, where'd he go? There! Oh, this is perfect. Первый, пуск ракете! Splash F4. Okay, we have a couple of radar contacts. One over there is jamming me. I'm going to say that's probably enemy. Who's this? MiG-21. Okay. And just 2 friendlies on radar now.
500. 717. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Are those MiGs? I think so. I think that's my own flight. 247. For 0. 2,000. Okay, there's something right here then. Are you guys all friendlies? No, that's an F4. But I've shot both my heaters, I think. I'm gonna check this time, because I thought I'd used up all my missiles in the last mission when I actually hadn't. Alright, friendly's got that F4, so I won't worry about that. How am I doing on fuel? Not a lot. I might have to head back to base soon. How far am I? Only 22 clicks. Okay. Well, I don't need to worry too much yet then.
500-й, 717-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Who's this? I should get him on radar. 203 for 1. Okay, we're still in a Furball situation here. That's MiG. That's also a MiG. Okay, where is this alleged bandit? Oh. Oh, shit, that's a MiG going down. Okay, our F4 is back there somewhere. Who is it? Mission's reported complete. Who's this guy? That's also a MiG. Okay, what's going on here? All friendlies on IFF. AWACS. Purveyor of truth. Tell me what the hell's going on. 228 for 15. Cold. I may not have the fuel to pursue a cold contact, but I'll point my nose that way. Okay, radar has him as hostile. Well, I might see what I can do with my remaining fuel, but I'm going to send my flight back to base, because they're probably running low too. If mission's complete, this will be a non-critical thing to shoot down. Not sure if this is an F4, I may not catch him in a tail chase if he's determined to run away, but we'll see. I won't let my fuel get too much lower before I head back to base though. We are closing on him. I might actually get this guy. 224 for 11. Hot? Okay, we'll be careful about that. I have tone from the radar. Missile. This guy actually turn in on me? I'm not sure. I'll just wait until I get a shoot cue from the radar.
500-й, 717-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
217 for 6. And it says hot. But I think this contact is cold. I think that's the one it's referring to. The altitude's right. Okay, первый пуск ракеты. That connected. Splash F4. Alright, well, I am stupidly low on fuel now, so it's time to head back to base. So, RSBN, you are my friend. Actually, on the way back in, I'm just gonna double check
500-й,
that we're clear from
717-й.
AWACS.
Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
And make a beeline for base based on the RSBN signal. And AWACS says nothing.
717-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
Okay.
717-й, 500-й. Цели не обнаружено.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to contact ATC. Inbound.
717-й. Возврат.
Runway 24. Okay. We'll just be making a left downwind onto it then, assuming I have the fuel for it, which I should. We're pretty close to the field. But I'm just gonna sort of do a bit of a gliding-ish descent on the way in. And there's the field. Okay. I think I can make it, but fuel is very low. Let's see. Because that light there indicates I have 450 liters of fuel left, which is like 12 minutes at normal cruise. So we might just make it. And the gauge says only 300, so make that more like 8 minutes. Okay, I'm going to keep the circuit nice and tight then. And get my butt back on the ground as soon as possible. Turn down the brightness on the gun sight a little bit. Just so I can see better when I'm landing. I could even just shut it off. But no. Where's the fixed net? Where's that? No, fixed net brightness. Try not to fixate on this too much, but you know what, whatever. Not the thing to be focusing on right now. I think I can pull the power all the way back and just do a nice sort of gliding descent in here. Did I shoot all my missiles? No, I have one radar missile left. And how many aircraft did I down? Actually not sure. I think it was 3 or 4. I'll have to check the statistics and do a full little rundown at the end of the mission. There's been a bit of a problem I've noticed in this campaign where when I pull up the stat screen here, it doesn't give me the whole story. Like, the kills for both sides are definitely more than that. But if I look through these statistics, they're correct. So I'll do a little... I'll review those and put something up on the screen at the end of the mission to figure that one out. But, I mean, I got my 3rd, 4th, and 5th kills in the last mission, so I am an ace now. Joining the ranks of the various MiG-21 aces down the years, who I think might all be Vietnamese. But I'm not actually entirely sure. Anyway, we'll get down to circuit altitude, let speed drop back below 500, and make our approach. Okay, that bottom light's blinking, which it means 300 liters left, which is about 7 minutes flying time at normal cruise. But we're almost home, so we should make it, but it's coming down to the wire this time more than it has before, because I rode the burners a lot on this one, because I needed to make sure we made the intercept before the enemy got close to the field, and it did pay off. We got them all, and I don't see anything burning on the field, so if that was the primary target, we succeeded in preventing them from hitting it. Is this a friendly on approach? I think it might be. If he is, I'll extend my downwind so I'm not cutting him off. Although my fuel state... Oh. And if I'm extending the downwind, I might not get the gear out until a little later, so I can maintain speed with less throttle and save some fuel. Okay. Once he's off my beam, I'll turn base. And okay. And I'll put my nav lights on too, just so I'm nice and visible. And I'll get the gear out now. Although, I may be regretting that. We'll see. Gears down, 3 green. Ooh, I'm actually a little high. Okay, well. Press landing. And if I'm denied permission, I don't give a damn. I don't have enough fuel to go around. I may not even make the field as is. So to that end, I'm actually going to stay a little bit high on my approach so that if the engine quits while I'm close in, I can still make the field. And I'm not going to get the flaps out just yet, just to minimize the drag. Alright, buddy out front is just about to touch down, I think. So I don't mind if I touch down while he's still on the runway and roll out behind him. Okay, flaps for landing. We'll let that speed come back now. SAU to stabilize mode. Okay. Whew. Okay, now I can unplunge. I'll just nicely decel. I can see the aircraft that's rolling out in front of me, so I shouldn't run into him. Alright, flaps up, speed brake in. Gonna turn the RWR volume down now that we're on the ground so that it's not being irritating. And I'm going to turn off early, he probably won't. And Just cut the corner and exit onto the 45-degree taxiway. Because I don't give a damn. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is, once I'm finished here, I'll pop through the statistics screen and do a nice little tally that I'll put in the end screen of everything that happened, because I think I downed 3 or 4 enemy aircraft, but the whole thing was so chaotic that I don't have a particularly clear picture of what happened, so you'll see that in the end screen once I'm shut down here. And I'm going to taxi to the spot right at the end because I don't think it's usually occupied, so I'm not going to be in anyone's way. Whoop. Oh, a little fast there. And I'm going to nose in because that's why. And come nicely to a stop. Okay, flaps are up, speed brakes are in. I could have put this back to the taxi light setting, but it doesn't matter too much once we clear the runway. Throttle to idle. All circuit breakers off. With the exception of the flight recorder. Actually, did those gyros go off? I think they do. Anyway. Yeah. Take in some fresh air. Alright, fuel pumps, generators off. Fire extinguisher and so-called APU off. Nav lights off. Inverters and battery heat. That's not them. Off and battery off. And that should be a shutdown. I don't even care if I missed something, because that was a pretty high adrenaline mission. So yeah, you'll see the... I'll gather up the statistics and put them in the end screen that you'll see in just a second. So that's it. I'll be back with the next mission before too long. Toodles.